Live, it says. So I guess I can go turn off my Google Hangouts.
I'm going to refresh my other screen and see if it comes in. Oh, there it is. We're live. Hey, folks. Good morning, everyone. We are live on Our Joyous Sharing. If you are joining us live, we're glad you're here. And for those who are watching the broadcast later, we're glad you came in to watch what we did today. We know some of you have to be away to work and other things, but thanks for watching. This is Shel C. and Peg Robinson, and we're going to make some art.
Yep. Peg, your sound changed when you went live,
Okay,
and it sounds kind of echoey. So what microphone are you using?
I'm using a headset.
Headset. Okay.
Turn it down. Is that?
It's like kind of fading in and out, like it's going woo woo woo.
Oh dear.
Do you have your snowball?
Let me go back and check my setting.
Okay. If there isn't anyone here. Oh wait, no. Beverly just showed up and Pat showed up. Hi guys. I've got to pay attention to the chat. And Candy. Thanks for coming, guys. I'm glad you found us on a Tuesday when we are usually Thursday. Barbara's here, but she's making lunch and breakfast and has a workshop today.
Good morning,
I haven't
everyone.
had breakfast yet, or coffee even, so if I seem a little bit slow, it's because I haven't had my tea. And let's see. Yep. Beverly, Pat, Candy, Barbara. I can hear you. Oh, and Rebecca. Talk a sentence.
Let me turn this one up now because I turned it down, remember?
Oh yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, you're not fading in and out now.
All right.
So that's better. And there's Edwidge. I don't know how to. It's French. Looks like Edwig, but I know that that's not how you pronounce it. But I know how to pronounce it.
I know we're bad.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Edwidge,
we're so glad you're here.
And did I say Rebecca? We've got a crowd coming in. That's good.
Candy, Barb, Rebecca,
and Lisa,
Beverly, Lisa. Yeah. Great. We're happy to see you.
Yes. So we had 2 requests. Last week we talked about we were going to do the ATC for the Pick a Stick Challenge. That's what I have on my desk and her desk too. I can see it. And so we're going to do that, and then that probably won't take very long. So we'll do something else, and I think Peg is going to work on her drawing for today for the 31 Witches prompts for Inktober, and I'm going to work on an autumn or Halloween art journal page because that's what was requested. So we're going to do that.
So do you just want to start with your ATC?
She doesn't care that we don't know how to pronounce her name.
Oh, she's so sweet.
She's very nice to us because
maybe she can give us the phonetic spelling.
Yeah, someday we'll have to get her on a headset, and then she can say it, and then we'll be able to say it correctly. That'll be good. Also, there's another person that it's the same problem. I don't know how to say hers either. So we're going to get started on the ATC. The first thing is to make a pocket. What kind of pocket are you going to make?
Well, I'm going to skip that.
Oh, you're going to do washi tape instead?
The wild card.
Smart. I'm going to make a pocket. But first I'm going to put this background on my card. So it's a jelly print from like ages and ages ago, like one of the very first ones I ever made. And it's purple and orange. So I thought that was good. So I'm going to put that on. And I've got this ATC that was made out of packaging, and it's been painted on both sides with black gesso, which I made those a different day. And I was going to use that as my back.
Sounds good. So do you want me to switch it over, or you want to show them how to make your pocket?
You can switch it over. I'm just gluing right now. Gluing's boring.
So I am going to make a background before I do anything on here. So I have a jelly plate out, and I'm going to use some ink because it's all about the ink this month, right? So
All
I'm
about the
just
ink.
going to put some ink on my jelly plate, and I'm going to create my background by using a stencil. This one looks kind of like drippy paint and kind of eerie looking. So I'll put that down. And I have an ATC. This is just bristol paper I cut up, ATC size. So I'll put that down. And I need something so I don't smear it all over me. So it's something to get my impression with. Of course, the benefit of that is you always have the extra paper with the ink on it. And pick that up, and there's the first one. And also pick that paper off of my plate. And then the second step is going to be ready to go. So I'll switch back over to Shell.
Yeah, I'm ready to make my pocket.
Okay.
So I have one of these. It was a baseball card sleeve sheet, you know, where you put the baseball cards in and you store them in a 3-ring binder. These are great for ATCs because they're exactly the right size. But I cut it into 3 pieces. Some people have been doing swaps where it's 3 ATCs and this fits perfectly into a business envelope. So I cut it apart and I'll use those for that. And then I'm going to take my scissors and cut one of these pockets off. And I'm just cutting along the little area where it's got little dots. And it still stays sealed. So I could just put one ATC in there, but I'm going to use this plastic as a pocket. So I'm just going to cut at a diagonal across here. And then I'll be able to make a pocket like that. I have 2 options. I could just leave it like that and have it be a pocket. Or what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it apart and I'm going to attach the plastic to the front of the card by just cutting again along these edges. And I'll end up with 2 pieces because it's, you know, it's a pocket. But I'm just going to attach. And I know this is probably really hard to see on camera because it's see-through. I can barely see it. It's a good thing I got my glasses on. I'm going to attach this to the front of this. Ooh, I can actually trim it a little bit more. It's too big.
See-through is a really good idea, Shell.
Well, then you can see, you know,
Especially
whatever. Yeah. So then the way I'm going to attach it, I think it's all lined up now. It's hard to see. Hold it down real tight. In fact, I think I'll clip it with a bulldog clip so that it's all completely lined up. And then I'm just going to take a very tiny punch and punch through the layers. Had I been thinking, I would have maybe done this before I put the back on. I think that's what I should have done, but I spaced it. Now I have these teeny tiny brads, and I'm just going to use them to hold the pocket on. So I'm just opening them in the back. And then I'll do another one on this corner. And you could use an awl or something like that to punch this. You would need to have a weird little puncher like I have.
It's not weird. It's a cool tool.
It's like ancient, you know, like back in the day before they had crocodiles and all these other fun ways to punch things. Well, I mean, an awl would be even older than this, but you know, it's an old puncher. So I've got
Well, at
two on
least
the
it's not a
bottom.
stone or a.
You don't think hitting it with a rock would be a good idea? I think that would be a great idea.
I think about those artists way back when, what having to grind their own pigments and make things on walls.
Yeah.
We're so
Grinding your
lucky.
own pigment. Oh, we're gonna grind some lapis lazuli to make blue. I mean, that'd be crazy.
Barb says another cool idea, Shel.
Thank you. So I'm just putting brads in if you want to go back and start your washi tape adventure.
Oh, okay. I'm just watching you. What the heck? All right, so I've got my piece, and of course I forgot where I was because I was watching Shel. But it says, step one was make a pocket. Well, Shel made the pocket, so I'm going to be different, and I'm going to use the wild card, which is use washi tape randomly. So I have this. I think this is Dina Wakley tape. I think it's cool because it looks like writing and stuff. So I'm going to just put some of that down. Oops. And stick it to my page, evidently. So this is the washi tape part. And I'm just going to put a couple pieces because this is a random washi tape. So there's that. And it says outline with pencil and smudge. Well, I was looking for my Stabilo this morning. Didn't lay my hands on it. So what I have is Prisma. This is an ebony jet black pencil. And I'm just gonna go on the edge of my card, which is outlining. And put that down.
Laura says she doesn't have an image. Are you on an Apple product, Laura?
That's probably it.
Because I don't have one either. I can't get it on my phone or my iPad. I can only do it on a PC or, well, I don't have a Droid, so I don't know if that works or not. And Beverly says she has a couple of these old hole punches, and so does Pat. They have these same old punches like I have.
My office. I use them.
And Cindy has joined us.
Oh, hi, Cindy. So, okay, I'm smudging that because that's what it said to do, smudge it. And we're up to step 3. So I'll switch back to Shel.
I've got my pocket done, and now I'm going to do a bit of a drawing here, and then I'm going to smudge my drawing. So hopefully it'll come out and won't look completely ridiculous. It's hard to draw when it's live. I feel like under so much pressure to do something well, and it doesn't ever come out the way I want. But we'll give it an all-American try here. I think this shoulder needs to come out a little bit more right there. And then this shoulder over here. And then we're going to have the behind. And I don't know if anyone can figure out yet what this is. But
should I take guesses?
If you want to. Where's my erasers? I've put all my erasers away. You know, I erase a lot. When I put the next bit on, I'm sure that everyone will know what it is. Now do they know? You have to know after that.
Barb's saying hard to imagine only doing one gel print. Yeah, the plate's still out, Barb. It hasn't gone away yet.
I'm sure it'll get more use later. Let's see if it came down like right here. We'll go into some eyes. It's a little snout, a little snitty snout. And then got a little mouth right there.
Oh, cute little snout.
Trying to make a snout.
Hi, Peggy. Peggy's joining us.
Hi. I think that eye is a little bit tilted. So much pressure. Don't make it look ridiculous, Shel. Don't make it look ridiculous. Anyway, you guys can tell what this is, right? Hopefully.
Something new you were trying. Cindy is asking. I don't know what she's referring to.
I'm not sure either. Should come out that way. There we go. That's better.
If you're referring to the channel, this is where we do our live stuff. So yes,
I think
we're relatively new doing that.
And then this little mouth, face. Anyway, so then it said use a pencil and smudge it. So I've got a softer pencil here, and I'm going to do some shading and smudging with my pencil. Like it said. So this is a tortillon, and I'm just going to use it to really get in there and smudge. I still think those eyes are weird. So what are you smudging? Are you done smudging?
I smudged the edge.
Oh, you already did it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's the next step?
Well, my next step is to add something metallic.
Oh.
So let's do that.
Wait, I already added something metallic.
Oh, well, you're ahead of the game.
Add something else metallic. So I've smudged up quite a bit there.
Okay, so I'm going to use this Dazzling Metallics paint in, what is this? Amethyst. Just a little bit of that out on my jelly plate, and I bet it's coming back out. So I'm just going to get a layer, light layer of that. Clean off. And where's that stencil? Here is my stencil. I'll do it like so. And I'm going to put that metallic purple on there. Only I don't want to paint all over my fingers. So even though I put my art card on today. Okay, so now I have this. And I'm going to just let that dry for a bit, and we'll switch over to Shel.
Okay, I'm just refining my drawing a little bit. And I'll get ready to color it here in a second. I was just, it wasn't quite to my satisfaction, so I refined his face a little bit. Or her, I'm not sure. And the curve of the tail a little bit. So when you're using pencil, a pencil smudging technique, it's mostly about getting some shadows in my opinion. Of course, it's a good thing to do around the edges of things as well, to make something blend into a background, something like that. But in the case of mine, I was using it to get some shadows in to my little illustration here. And then what I've got to color with, and I know you're all shocked, it's my Spectrum Noir markers. And I've got 4 different colors of gray. For the season, of course, this is a Halloween cat. So I've got some grays to color with. And I'm going to try to stick to leaving some highlights. And if I don't leave the highlights, like a bad girl, then I will, of course, have to come back in and do them. So it could happen.
I like your cat.
Thank you.
I really like that black and gray noir drawing that you did the other day. That was awesome.
Thank you.
If you guys haven't seen that, go out and watch your latest video. I think the iCard has all the information, and it's down below in the description too.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do, and so I had to do research because I didn't really understand the prompt. Sometimes you just have to go and Google stuff, you know. And then once I saw all those old movie posters and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, that's what I want to do.
And I think that's where my mind was going last week when we kind of talked about it, because I was talking about crime and sinister and that kind of thing. So I enjoyed that prompt. Mine turned out kind of eerie too.
Yeah, yours is dark too. I saw it on Instagram, I think.
Could be.
I haven't really had a chance to watch much of anything, but
well, I haven't been putting up videos of those. I will probably do some kind of composite eventually, but YouTube has not been my friend lately.
yeah, it hasn't been any of our friends lately. We should probably see what the comments are.
I did see the one for Best Witches, Cindy's saying, and Peggy Bradford said hi. They like the colors. Let's see what else. I agree, Shel. I did really get the style. Yeah.
I think they're talking about the noir.
Sam Spade would be proud. Yeah. Well, my husband loved all those old mysteries. What was the one? I bought a whole series for him because he just really likes that kind of stuff. And I was going to all the secondhand bookstores looking for the whole series.
Yeah, sometimes you stumble upon these books you want to read and they're not available anymore.
Yeah.
And you're like, ah. Okay, I'm going to need to bring this light color down, I think. Trying to become friends with these alcohol markers.
Looking good.
They're weird.
Pat says she liked that one. Also, so much drama on that witch. Yeah, bring on the drama. Well,
there was a lot of drama.
Black, white, gray is just perfect for that. Loves to watch you draw.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a ton of drawing coming up this month. So if you want to watch me draw, I'll be drawing extensively. It's basically all my videos are going to be this month.
That's what Ink does to us.
That darn Inktober.
Philip Marlowe, yes. Peggy likes Philip Marlowe.
Is that which one you were speaking of?
No, Rex Stout.
Rex Stout.
Yeah. Actually, see, I liked his sister better because his sister was a gardener. And when I was earlier, I liked gardening.
Uh-huh.
Although the story goes that she, she would garden naked. And so her husband always knew when she was in the garden because the traffic slowed down.
I could see that. I used to be very fond of not wearing clothing also, but I've kind of gotten over it now that I'm ugly.
Oh, well, just don't look in the mirror.
That's probably the best bet. All right, so this should be the darkest of darks.
Yeah,
Are you still on me?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to switch?
Well, I mean, how much
Well, I don't know. I'll come
which can
over and I'll finish mine up. How's that?
sounds like a plan.
And move on to the next thing. All right. So there we go. All right. So I have this Roughnecker stamp, which is the whole thing was supposed to be we're doing some kind of Halloween ATC this month. So I picked this because I just love this cute little image. I'm going to just put some black ink on it because I like that silhouette. And I'm going to stamp upside down because I want to know where it's positioning on there. Just get a piece of paper. I have ink all over me. And hopefully we get a good image. And there it is. And I can see some places I need to touch up, but that's where the ink pen comes in. Do the Sharpie. Just make it a little blacker. And I think I also want to get out my white Posca. And wherever that is. Oh, a bag of stuff here. And when I was inking upstairs. Let's see white Posca, but I do have a charcoal. So let's see if it's, oh, yes, it is. Okay. I just want to put a little bit into those windows to brighten it. Sometimes when the ink is still wet, you can just use your finger to clean that off. And then I want the edge just a little bit darker. So darken. And let's see. That would be, oh, I have gold ink. What does that look like? Hmm.
Peg, your feed keeps flicking to the daisy icon and back. So you got two out counts in here. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not me this time. She's Art Joy of Sharing this time. So she says she's on a PC. Are we still here? Oh, I guess she must have put, I'm just drawing away. I guess she must have put her mute on. I'm just adding some whiskers and highlights to my, I don't know if I can switch it to mine or not because I'm not in charge. But I was just adding a few little highlights, like where little hairs could be and things like that on my little cat. And then I'm going to cut him out.
You're showing now, Shel.
Okay. White Posca pen. Just adding a few little highlights here and there, like around his little eyes, his little nose, tip of his little nose, where the mouth comes in. And I'm just about done. I didn't use any black, but it's still a black cat. So I don't know if you guys can tell that it's a black cat, but. And I thought I would put a little bit of a green eyes if I can find a green pen of some sort. I thought that the green would be a good color. How about some glitter green here? Green eyes and a pink nose.
Cute.
Little pink nose right there. And my kitty is complete. Then I'm just going to cut it out of this paper. And then when I do that, I guess I'll go around the edges with the markers again after it's all cut out so that you don't have all these glaringly white edges. Probably nobody needs to watch me cut, Peg, if you're ready to go back.
Okay.
Did you figure out what was going on with your feed?
Well, I'm not sure what's going on. It's like that. It's like, what the heck, because there are no really good instructions for this stuff.
No instructions at all.
We just keep playing until we hopefully get it right,
Yeah.
We're still new at this, so excuse our errors. I wish we had a teacher that would show us how to do it all, but we don't, so.
Yeah. So we just do our little, things. We go and look at the settings and we think, oh, well, maybe that'll work. And then we try that. And then when that doesn't work, we just go and do something else. And eventually we'll get it all right.
Nikki says, definitely is cute.
Thank you.
And Peggy's talking about California. Hope they're all safe. Yeah, the fires, the earthquakes. Oh my goodness. There's just been so much in the news lately with disasters. Just awful.
Yeah.
And of course,
we creative people, that really, really get some of us down too. It's really hard to deal with the stuff going on in the world and the tragedies and the,
So I kind of finished this up. What I did was I added that gold ink to create a moon.
Oh, I should add oh, it's probably too late.
Never too late. Never say never.
Well, that pocket's in the way. I guess I'd have to tuck it back behind the pocket. But I guess maybe I could try.
Yeah.
I'm just going around the edges of the white with my marker to get rid of the white edges of my cat. Real quick, hopefully.
Okay. So
I do need a moon now. I need a moon. Ugh, I think I need to get rid of this white part right here. It's not good.
Thank you, Barb. I hope everybody's still hearing me okay, because I muted that other me.
Oh, did we have it set on the where it goes back and forth depending on who's talking?
No.
No, okay.
No, but I hid that other icon, that other screen, you know, for my other computer.
I need to get something. So
Okay.
you're on you? Are you on you?
I'm on me right now.
Okay, I'm gonna get something.
Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is my drawing. Today is Frankenstein one, and I want to use some inks, some Bombay inks. So I'm just going to wet my paper with a watercolor brush.
I'm back. Did I miss something good?
No, not really. I'm going to switch it.
Oh, are you back to me?
Yes, I'm back to you.
Oh, okay, I was looking for something to put a moon on my thing. That one might be good. I don't think it's not gonna be showing anyway. So the next step for me was to add something metallic, and I have this little. This was left over from something, and it's some metallic cord, and I'm just gonna put it around the kitty's neck and tie it in the bag.
Good idea.
And that'll be my metallic-y thing. I could tie my own bow, but that was just laying there, so I figured I'd recycle it. Oh boy, I cut it too short. Bleep. Now I can't tie it because my fat fingers.
Everybody likes your kitty.
Thank you. I think it's gonna work if I can just maybe just a little piece of tape. My desk is such a mess. I'll just put a piece of tape on there, and then that'll hold it. Of course, if you took it out of the pocket, you'd see the tape, which wouldn't be exactly great. But anyway, my kitty has a bow around its neck. And then all I have to do is tuck it into the pocket, and you have my ATC.
Yay.
I could put a little I should go see if I have a tiny chat sticker or something to stick on there. Make this bow a little bit smaller. There we go. Cut that off. All right.
Very good.
Is yours done?
Yes, it is.
Well, then we've done our ATCs. See how?
Yeah. So that's about 38 minutes. We did good.
Yeah. I can usually finish in 30 minutes. I'm just going to look for a sticker. So you move on to your witch.
Okay. Well, let me...
Tim Holtz. There should be something Halloween-y in here.
Oh, I'm sure. He has a whole bunch of stuff.
Best costume ever. Happy haunting. Trick or treat. Trick or treat's probably good. I'll do that. Right on top of my plastic. And there, it's done.
Cool.
So that's my ATC for the month.
And you're gonna do a ink drawing now?
No, I'm going to do an art journal page.
Oh, an art journal page. Okay.
Yeah. An autumn or Halloween was what people were requesting on the comments on last week's video. So.
Okay. Well, We kind of had talked a little bit about that, and there were a number of different kinds of comments and requests. So one of the things that I can tell you is that we will be doing a lot of journaling.
Oh, yeah.
Come November.
She's so understating that. Like, so understating how much journaling we're doing next month.
So,
yeah,
that will be our Nano Jumo kind of experience for next month.
Yeah, we don't call it that. We call it art journaling every day.
Yeah, and we will have prompts out there for you.
Yeah.
So it'll be one of those experiences where we're just going to town.
Let's read what some of the people said. Peg, that is darling. Love it, Peg. I love what you're doing, Peg. A nice Peg. Peg, you do sound better. And
Good.
then
Glad
Barbara
I sound
says,
better.
oh, I love your cat, Shel. And then Shel, do like your kitty. Every kitty needs bling. Yep. These are turning out nicely, Laura says.
Mm-hmm.
Cindy says she loves what both of us are doing in capital letters. All right. I think the ATCs were a hit. I didn't actually see yours because I was looking at mine. So,
well, you'll get the final shots, believe me.
yes, I will. I think I need to make my little thing be less zoomed. Less zoomed would be good. For art journaling, less zoomed. So you're doing a drawing? Yeah, and I'm doing an art journal page. That's our decision.
You are doing an art journal page. I'm working on my Inktober 31 Witches drawing for today.
Okay, well, this art journal is my nature art journal. This one has been all over the world in a swap, like a page by page month thing, and it's got a lot of different types of nature in it from different people. And then it has a few pages left, so I'm going to do my autumn type page in here because autumn definitely has nature. That's all about what autumn is to me.
Okay, I'm going to, I think I'm going to try and mute for a moment. I want to turn on my heat gun.
Okay. Well, I'm not doing anything that interesting. Heat gunning was probably more interesting than putting gesso on, but that's what I'm doing because this page has manila cardstock on this side and a 90-pound watercolor paper on this side. And this was one of the very first journals I ever made. This is my painting on the outside. I was very excited about this project when I did it. I was like, woohoo, I get to send my art journal all over the world. It's a couple years ago. But now I realize that if I'm going to use these two pages in conjunction, that they need to be gessoed because, yeah, they're not the same. They're not the same paper. They're not the same anything. They're not the same absorbency. They're not the same texture. So gesso is the great equalizer. It makes everything sealed. It makes everything have the same absorbency and the same, well, I mean, I can't completely get rid of that texture on the other side, so it won't be the same texture, but you know what I'm saying.
Yep, I do. It is the great equalizer.
Yep. Ew, and it flies all over the place. You're going crazy like that.
Okay, so I dried that first little blob of Bombay ink because it was a good blob. And I need, let's see, where's my little, I need a little dish to put some ink out in, I think. Oh, well, don't have it, so we'll just roll with it, right?
That's what we do here on live streaming. We roll with it.
We roll with it. So now I want to use some gold. This is iridescent Doc Martin gold because I want to, the theme for today is Frankenstein, but of course it's a witch. So I'm kind of making one similar to Frankenstein's wife.
Yeah, sometimes I'm wondering, is Frankenstein or Frankenstein's wife a witch? You know, when I look at the prompts, like was Medusa a witch? That was yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know.
More of a monster than a witch. I don't know.
So we're, like I said, rolling with it and doing what we can with the prompts.
Yeah, prompts are just supposed to be like a kick in the booty. They say, you know, give you like a starting place, and you're like, oh, I should do that. Oh,
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean you have to do exactly what they say.
Well, I thought, you know, she's got that pile of hair on her head and she's got that lightning bolt thing going on.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
At least the images that I've seen of her are kind of like that. So, but I'm using the same gold that I used on my ATC for the moon because I like the shimmer.
You just like shimmer. It should be copper.
I do
just
like
saying.
shimmer. I don't have any copper ink. Go figure.
What an oversight.
I know. I copper paint. Got a lot of paint pens.
Well, you could just add just a little copper shadow on your gold.
I know, but I was trying to be purist. I was trying to do ink, right?
Well, stop it.
I know. Why am I worried about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm really liking that. Wonder what happens if I... Ooh, I kind of like it into the... I like the shimmer into the rest of her hair, too. I just might have to add some more in here. I don't know if you saw that one I did of the Medusa one. I did the whole background in that gold. Because I like the gold. I like the gold ink. I'll probably do some sketching over the top with another black pen. Because I can. Right? You still gessoing?
I muted myself because I was drawing.
Okay.
In the comments, Nikki says it definitely looks like a black cat. She should know she has two.
Ah.
Ian has arrived.
Oh, hi, Ian.
And he's asking if Mod Podge is the same as PVA. It's like a watered down PVA.
Heck if I know. I don't use Mod Podge. Don't like it.
Don't like it either because it yellows over time.
Yeah.
So I tend to use matte medium, but yeah, it is kind of like PVA. Watered, very watery though, because PVA can be very thick.
Mm.
And I don't know if it yellows or not because I don't use it either.
Yeah.
All right, so.
No, I tried it a couple of times doing some projects and it was sticky and it was icky and I took it all down to a recycle place and gave it away. It's like, yuck.
Yeah, for sure. Oh.
Oh, she's back to drying again. All right, what do I want here? I'm just going to get a pen. No, I was going to use my Jane Davenport, wasn't I? Okay. So I'm going to, if I can get it flowing, there we go. Get some flowers in her hair. I better let that dry up there before I go back in because that ink is still on the wet side.
It's time for you to dry now.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm just
okay.
working on
I was just
something here. I don't know what I'm doing. Something. Getting out some paper. That's what I'm doing.
Pretty papers.
These are still the same ones that we did either in the gel printing video or else the ones that I did in that get-together, which we haven't mentioned that we're having another get-together.
Oh, yeah.
Should probably mention that.
When did we schedule that? The 8th?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was the 8th. If you go to Art Joy is Sharing on our Facebook group, we have a couple of things going on. One is the get-together that'll be happening in November. We're going to try to do one of those each month, if not more. But, you know, right now we're shooting for one a month because we both have other plans to travel and things. And the other thing is we are having a tissue paper swap going on. So you can sign up for both of those things. And join the fun if you want to.
Yep. I'm just going to make a ground here using collage papers. You know, I don't like things that aren't grounded, so it's like a pet peeve of mine. So I'm just going to do that with some collage here. I'm going to try to make it quick. You know, when I don't know what to do, what is the first thing I do? I collage. That's right. Because I love it so much that's what I like to do. So.
Well, I like collage too. It's a fun thing.
Yeah.
It is.
It's an obsession. Paper painting and collage are my obsession. I can do other stuff, and I do other stuff, but they're my go-to thing that I like.
I think we all have things that we gravitate towards.
I think yours is alcohol ink.
I like that. I like grunge. I like, you know, what can I say?
Yeah. How's your drawing going?
Well, pretty good. Let me switch.
Ian says he thinks that the Frankenstein monster girl looks like a robot from a show.
A robot? Of course, he gets different shows than we do.
Yeah. Metropolis, he says.
Now I wonder if I've run out of ink. Oh no, I might have to get a different pen.
Are you using your filled pens?
These are, what I'm using right now is that incredible pen from Jane Davenport. Yeah, I filled some with different colors of ink. Like this one's got a green. You can see I have a green marker on it. And this one's got a purplish blue. And let's see, what color is this one? That's a, I don't know, different green maybe? Yeah, that's a darker green. But where is a black? I might have to switch pens.
Nikki, what we're talking about with the swap is we talked about it last week on the live. A swap where you take all your favorite stamps that you have and stamp them onto tissue paper, and then swap them with someone else so that they can have the benefit of using the stamps that you love, and then you can have the benefit of using the stamps that they love. So we've got that sign up over on Art Joy of Sharing Facebook page if you would like to do that. because last week Peg was using some stamps that she was stamping on tissue paper in order to position them properly on her project. And I'm like, oh, we should do one of those swaps where you swap paper.
Exactly.
So, yeah, exactly. So we said, yes, we're going to do that. I don't seem to be moving very quickly. Maybe it's because I'm tired.
Well, you're doing collage, so collage takes a long time.
Nah, I can usually do it quickly. Quickly. Not today. I'm tired. I can barely do anything today. So tired.
Okay, say love watching you both. Thanks, Patch says looks good. Ian's talking about a film which I haven't seen. Rebecca, very cool idea for sharing.
She must be talking about the swapping.
The tissue, yeah, I think so.
Tissue swapping. Yeah.
I think you're right.
Maybe. I sometimes am right.
Quite often you're right.
I think I need more red, or maybe green. Let's put some green on. Greenish, brownish.
Very cool. Papers.
Just all the jelly printing with trash. People should jelly print with trash.
Yeah. It works, huh?
It totally works.
Yeah, I've got so much stuff to jelly print with.
Yeah.
I have a glut of stuff to jelly print with. How's that?
Yeah, my boxes of things to use for mark making are getting pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to share with some other people.
Yeah, I might have to do that too, except for I love them all, so.
I know.
It just gets silly. But I think I'm about done with my ground here. Just need to put one more little piece there. Does that look like a bunch of autumn leaves on the ground? Yes. No,
Yeah, it could be.
That's what I was going for.
You're going to draw some leaves on those?
I might, or else I might use a stencil maybe. I don't know.
Oh.
I really like my leaf stencil. I think it might be too big though.
Is that one you made, or is that?
No, it's just one I have. It's actually a folk art. Strangely. I had to look it up so that I could do, put a link in when I used it. Big though, it's not going to work for this, but I just love it. It's just such a nice stencil. Where is it?
Yeah.
It's under the table. It's this one right here. I just love the shapes of the leaves.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
My only problem is that these little thingies here that are so tiny get bent. But it's just got great shapes. But see, they're too big. They're just, well, this little one might be okay. You can maybe use that one. We need to address the rest of the background though. I don't know. Need something else on the... I could either do that or I could just do some watercolor or something. Oh, I've got the weird paper over here, don't I?
The weird paper? You got weird
yeah, it's
paper?
manila cardstock. watercolor paper on one side and vanilla cardstock on the other, and it's just weird. It's weird.
Yeah, that's one of the challenges when you get those journals that have all those different kinds of surfaces in them. I know they've been marketing those a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'm
You're
just
right.
saying I don't know that that's necessarily what I would like, because it's hard enough when you choose a surface, but when they're choosing surfaces for you by putting all those different ones in there, I don't know.
And some of their surfaces are strange, like burlap.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
I mean, there's things you can do with burlap, but,
yeah.
but does everybody know what to do with their burlap? You know?
Yeah.
Is it? What did I just do? Oh gosh.
Uh-oh.
I'm dead. There we go. That's the wrong key. Okay, Shel, let's not be a lunatic. Okay, that's my sky. That looks good.
You know, I think I need to get my alcohol markers out for a bit of shading.
Good plan. Use those alcohol markers.
Yeah, well, somebody else was doing that, and I thought, what a good idea. I wonder who that could have been.
I don't know. I don't know anyone who likes alcohol markers.
Well, I'm saying, I was thinking about, okay, she needs some kind of flesh, although I don't know if I want her to really be flesh colored or some kind of green.
Yeah, greenish, whitish, grayish, something. Yeah.
Yeah, because she's kind of weird.
I don't think she's alive. I think she's dead.
Yeah.
So.
Well, she's
the
been
benefit
brought
of blood.
back to life, right?
Right, but she wouldn't have the benefit of blood.
No. So I'm thinking she probably needs some weird coloration.
Yeah, I agree.
That one is too limey. I want something kind of dead green. Dead green.
You know, if they named a color dead green, I don't think we would buy it. Just saying.
Really?
Some people would. The ghoulish people would. But
well,
what are people saying?
I think if I use, because you know, I'm sorry, their colors are all really. I'm thinking if I use a gray and then use some of that green over it.
Oh, that might work. Or maybe you use the green first and the gray to blend.
Well, but I don't know if it's going to blend on this paper. You know,
that's always
the question. Like, what is this I'm using? I don't know if this is Bristol or a watercolor. I think it might be a watercolor, so it might just soak in, and then you got a mess.
No blending at all.
Haven't tried silicone matte myself. Made myself a jelly plate.
Awesome.
With glycerin. Good for you. Very cool. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to me and I'm going to show them what I'm talking about.
Good plan, because they don't need to see me glue paper.
No?
Pretty boring. Boring to the max, totally.
Okay, so what I'm talking about is I have these greens and I have a gray. Which one do I want here? This one is, okay, this is a nice pale gray. I should probably use that to start with. So I'm just gonna color in her face using that tone, because she's kind of washed out and dead, right?
Dead. Dead as a doornail. Just how dead is a doornail? That's the question.
I don't know. Might have to be a dormouse to figure that out.
Maybe.
Okay, so this is this is the most time I think I've spent on one of these sketches.
Really? Mine would take like an hour and a half.
Oh, It's a sketch, you know.
It's supposed to be a sketch, but do you think I could just do a sketch? No. No, I have to color it. I have to do all the other stuff that I do because that's just how crazy I am. I can't just leave it a sketch.
So then I have, this says spring green. How green is that?
Spring green is usually pretty green, like yellowy,
Yeah.
yellowy color.
Well, but it's not compared to, I mean, here's what I think of as spring green, or something like, oh, then I picked it and dropped it on there. See, that's more yellow than this.
Yeah.
This is called spring green. This is called yellow green. Okay. Semantics.
You can't trust what they say it is anymore.
I know. So I'm going to add, and I think I might even add some of that into her hair. Just because.
It's always good to spread the color around.
Mm-hmm. See if I can get that blend that I'm looking for. Oh, not really. Yeah, it's the paper. Well, it's the paper. You know, I should have thought of that before I started using alcohol on it. But do I have a blender? I should have a blender, shouldn't I?
You should. Doesn't mean you do, but you should.
Yeah, I know. But I have a, no, that's pink. Good grief. See, this is the part that we usually cut out of the video.
Yeah, hunting and searching for whatever thing that you might need, and yeah, we just edit that stuff right out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if this will do anything. Oh, you know, I might have to gesso that whole thing over.
The whole drawing?
Well, her face, if I'm going to color it in, because it's like, it's awful.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how I'm going to blend that, because it's just not. Or maybe I can go in with a darker gray. I mean, my big idea is to make her green, right? Or she can just become green. I don't know.
I thought it was a legitimate idea.
What I can do is I can pick up that. Let's see, this is the gray. I can pick up that green with a blender.
Ooh, this is such a pretty print.
Something a little more subtle. There, I like that much better. Why didn't I think of that before?
I don't know.
Because I'm not thinking.
Sometimes it's hard to think.
What? Ian says we'll look at Mike Deacon's video.
Talking about Mike?
I'm not sure where that conversation came from.
Yeah. You just never know.
Yeah, I like that blended much better. That was just too harsh.
Yeah.
What are you working on? You still gluing?
I got my background done, and now I'm making a pumpkin.
Oh,
Trying to make a pumpkin anyway.
Let me show you making a pumpkin.
Okay. Not sure how pumpkin-y it's going to be, but I was trying to make a pumpkin. Not sure I have the right colors really, but especially because this is a translucent paper, it's shows what's underneath pretty well. So I don't know. This is my other piece that I cut. Needs to squooch, squooch. There's part of a pumpkin.
Yes, it is. I can see the segment.
Yeah. I got this one that I really like. Look at this.
Ooh.
I'm not sure I want to cut it up. I'm kind of. Yeah,
oh, you can always make some more.
Oh, but it's so cool. Are you sure I can make some more?
Did you take a picture?
I don't think I scanned any of
To
these.
save our prints, right?
Yeah, I don't think I did, actually. That would have been smart.
Edgewood says she may be dead, but she's terribly cute.
Well, that's good anyway. You always want to be cute when you're dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We need cute dead people, right?
Yes, definitely. My teenage artist friend who passed away, Tori, she got me into watching that show. It's about zombies. What's it called?
Night of the Walking Dead?
No, it's like a TV show. It's like a teenager TV show.
Yeah.
That's on, and it's not on right now, but it's had 2 seasons, and they drank this this accidentally formulated energy drink, and it turned them into zombies. And then there's like they're teenagers, right?
Yeah.
Well, or young adults or whatever. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It just cracks me up so much. But I never would have watched that if it hadn't been for Tori. If I could think of the name of it, I would tell you. I can't think of it right now.
The things young people get us into, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would have said zombies gross, but it's not. It's not gross at all. It's just funny. So.
I know, my kids get me to watch stuff too. I never would have done Game of Thrones if it hadn't been for them.
Ooh, I would. I'd watch it, yes, but I read the books. So.
Well, I didn't have, number one, I didn't have HBO, so I had to go to their house.
Yeah.
I can't afford it, but they can. So I would go and visit, and I would binge watch.
Yeah. It's a great book series. The show is a little bit shocking, but still really good. But the books are excellent. The whole book series is excellent.
Cool.
So I was excited when they had it because I've already read the books. But
yeah.
Ooh, I've got to watch that. I don't know how well this is going. How much time? We used up a bunch of time?
We got about 15 minutes left.
Okay. Will I make it? I don't know.
So I'm going to switch over to me for a minute.
Oh, you've been on me this whole time?
Not the whole time, but so I was just going to show them, here's what I've been doing with the whole blending out of the face. Trying to clean up my mess. Just getting the shadows now. Getting a little depth here under her eye. Around the nose. Only that was a little bit much, so I need to, whoops. For one thing. I'm rough on pens, I've discovered.
Pen abuser.
So, need to do something down there. I need to finish out this hair. Dead green. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Isn't that dead green?
Dead as a doornail.
Looks dead green to me. I don't know. I'm tempted to put some blush on her cheek, but then it would make her look too alive, right? Maybe I should use a gray for her blush.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't know. I need to do... Where'd my other pens go?
They ran away because they heard you were a pen abuser.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got these really cool fountain pens from Amazon. They came in a set like of 4, and they're really nice weight. And you know, so you can fill them with whatever ink you want to. So I put colors in them.
As you should, yes. Colors, definitely.
Because I'm a color kind of liking person.
Me too. I was looking at my file for my drawings from Inktober, you know, just like once I get done, publish them or whatever, show them to everybody, then I just put them in this file. And I was like scanning across it, and it's just so bright. So bright.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, yeah, that's pretty accurate to my style.
It is. I like your style. It's a very colorful style.
Yeah. Then everyone else is like all these black and gray pen drawings, and I've got crazy wild colors. And
well, it's you. You know, what can you say?
Yeah.
Pat says she loves fountain pens.
Awesome.
They're growing on me. I never really, you know, was a fountain pen user until I went and took Joanne Sharp's class.
Oh yeah, all the fancy writing.
And then I signed up for her online fountain pen class because, you know, I kind of liked what I did in her class. And I thought, well, I should do some more of that different stuff that I hadn't been doing before because, yeah.
Because you needed more stuff to do, right?
Just need more, right? We need it all. We need
Always
to do it all.
More. Okay, I think that I'm going to need to dry here in a second. I just need to put some sort of a stem on this, and then I'll be happy enough with my pumpkin.
Okay.
Just use this.
You like Happy Shell?
Better than Grumpy Shell. That's for sure. Too big, way too big. Let's see, will that work? Yeah, maybe I'm gonna need a leaf too. Probably gonna need a leaf. And then I'll just do some detailing and some type of a quote or something, I don't know what. And then I'll be done with my page.
Right.
Hopefully in the time. I'm hurrying fast. Hurrying as fast as I can.
She's hurrying fast.
This paper. I need a leaf.
Well, I don't know what else I'm going to do with her. That's too dark. I'm just fussying now.
Huh, I don't know anything about that.
Fussying?
Uh-huh. That's why I have fully colored, fully inked hour-and-a-half drawings on Inktober when it's supposed to be inky sketches. I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be inky sketches. I just assume that since that's what other people are doing, that must be what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, it's about the ink. It's about the sketching. What did I do with my inks? I think I want a different ink. I got some either. Oh, I know what that is. It kind of sounded like thunder and lightning out there. The neighbors rolling out their garbage can.
Oh. It's not thunder. It's just the garbage can.
It's like, holy buckets, what is that racket? Okay, I don't like that. I need to. Oh, that was purple. Well, purple's okay.
Purple. I agree. Purple's better than okay. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, I guess I just need to dry,
If you
so I'm
put
going
it
to
down,
mute.
you might as well use it, right?
That's right.
Wasn't where I was headed, but oh well.
Is it ever really? All right, I'm going to mute so I can dry, and then I'm going to head
Okay.
on to finishing this. All right, one sec.
So while she's muted, I have some Nikki, you say she looks too cute to be green? Ah. Okay, I've got some red ink here. I'm just going to do a wash for her dress. And then I might use that. Where'd that purple go? Sharpie purple. Use that for her collar. And I don't know, I might have to go back with that. I think I might have to go back with that gold or something because I'm not liking the whole hair dealy. So let's just grab, oh, I could put a little bit of that purple into.
Pat did say that purple is just the right touch.
Okay.
And I totally agree.
Well, you are the purple queen, so I'm going to put a little bit of purple into her eyeball too, I think.
Good plan. You know, if you look around like at the popular colors for Halloween now, it's orange and purple everywhere.
Yeah.
That's a thing. It's like people are all into.
Maybe a little bit on her lip for shadowing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And then I'm going to get wild and crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Super wild and crazy?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're ready. Well, I'm doing Stabilo on my page. Stabilo all.
I'm going to switch to you as soon as I have a pan free.
Oh, no worries.
I'm mopping up ink at the moment.
Mopping it up?
Yeah, well, because I put in, you know, those big dipper dauber things.
Uh-huh.
I use that to put it down with, and it runs everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I wanted, because I wanted to do the streak in her hair. Okay, so now I'm going to switch it over, because I have one hand holding it down, and now my finger's wet, and it's sticking to the, sticking to the screen. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, technology problems.
Oh, your pumpkin's looking good.
Thank you. I like pumpkins. I think they're fun.
Oh, I got to get rid of this wet thing. I can't see anything.
not bad for a very quick
I like it.
page.
I like it a lot.
This is probably what I should have done last week for what to do with your gel prints. Since I just used up all the gel, well, I used a lot of the gel prints I made even before. I think I'm gonna,
Well, we always have plenty of gel prints.
well, it's because they're so addicting. I mean, you just can't stop.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty pumpkin-y. I need a quote.
Okay.
I don't know. Some sort of quote.
What are you gonna say?
I don't know. I think first I'm gonna get my what's that waxy stuff? I'll just get it. One sec. Inkagold. That's what it is. And I'm going to just do a little bit of metallic highlighting here with my finger.
Shimmer.
Yep, got to put that old Inkagold on there. You guys probably can't see it, but it's got some metallics in the papers. In particular, copper, you know, because it's copper. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Just a little bit of this right here. Around the... But I don't have a quote of any sort in my head about fall and pumpkins and stuff.
Well, maybe you need to poll the audience.
Yes, does anybody know what I should say on this? Tasha says, copper, who knew? Hee hee. That's right. Gotta have the copper. Gotta have it. Does anyone have a fall pumpkin-y quote I can put on here? Anyone? Anyone? So that I can finish. It needs something right here. Put one of these little curls.
Not getting any takers.
Well, probably gonna have to go to the phone then and Google something.
Yeah.
It's just adding a little bit more shadow. This below. I like it. That's very me. There. That is very me.
I like it a lot.
Oh, where's my phone? It's buried. It's buried under all the papers. All right, let's go to Google and let's put in fall or autumn.
Reminds her of, Leslie says, reminds me of Cinderella's pumpkin before or after it turned into a carriage.
True.
So maybe you need to say waiting for Cinderella.
I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers.
Yeah, the leaves here are just getting tremendously beautiful. But the days are getting awful short. I'm really tired of the short days already. Rebecca says, beautiful, Shel.
Thank you. I write in pencil first.
Yeah, always a good plan for me.
It's a good chance I'll spell something wrong.
Yeah, I do that even when I'm writing it in pencil.
Yeah, but at least you can erase the pencil.
That's true. I do look at it again before I do something further, usually.
Okay.
Although I have been known to redo or put it down and do the whole thing and then have to go back and redo it. It's like, oh, that was stupid. So what quote did you pick?
I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers.
Awesome. Well, I think I'm going to call her done for now.
All right.
She's got to dry. I've got too many layers of wet stuff here.
We're probably about done with our stream, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we're getting there. I think we're right at the hour and a half. So just want to say thank you to everybody that's been here with us, and be sure and join us over on Art Joy is Sharing. And remember to give us a thumbs up if you like this.
Leave us a comment even though you were here. It always helps other people find the stream if someone leaves a comment.
Right. And share, you know.
Yeah.
We like people to share.
Definitely.
So here's this is my drawing. This would be my Inktober Frankeness drawing for today. And then, of course, I did my ATC, which is here. So there's my spooky stuff.
I can just, if I can just finish these letters, I'll show you just real quick.
I'm reading this. Rebecca says, thanks, Peg. Whoops, we got some people just joining in. Almost missed it. And I'm going to switch it over because they've seen my stuff, and then we'll put final shots and things up in different places, so you'll be able to see those too. But there's Shel's page. It's looking really good. Love it, Shel. You know, I always love your fall pages. Of course, I love those colors. I love those fall colors.
There. I think it's done. Pretty much.
I think it's looking really good.
And then where'd my ATC go? It's buried under all this stuff. Must be here somewhere. Oh boy. I don't know if I can find it. I got a lot of papers out here.
Well, we'll take some final shots if we don't.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take some final shots of it. Where the heck did it go? If you could see the mess, you would know why I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Found it. Haha.
Those jelly papers turned out really perfect for that pumpkin, though, Shel, honestly.
Yeah, they're not as orange as I wanted, but they turned out fine anyways.
They look great. They really look great. And your little kitty cat is adorable.
Yeah, my little removable kitty cat from my pocket ATC.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's it for us, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you all came. And of course, anybody who watches on the replay, thank you for watching.
Okay. So bye for now. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
And we'll be back to our regular schedule on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
All right. Bye for now.